From Today FM Ireland, this is the Ian Dempsey Breakfast Show podcast.
Ben, are you ready?
Yep.
Here we go then. Thanks to everybody who's sent in the jokes for us this morning. And here comes number one.
Depressed about the recession? Need cheering up? Watch your wedding video backwards. You'll love the end bit where you take the ring off, go back down the aisle, jump in the car and leg it as fast as you can.
I like it. Oh, Roy is here as well.
What's going on
here? This is like a cast of thousands. Roy, what have you got for us?
Huge response, first of all, to my Spurs joke last week.
Yes,
so
excellent.
they've been coming in their droves, especially after last night's result. Why did Juan de Ramos go to the fancy dress party dressed as a pumpkin?
I don't know.
He was hoping at midnight he would turn into a coach. And there's more later.
Oh, that's very good, isn't it? Okay, Ro.
Yeah. A man sitting in a restaurant and suddenly gets hit on the head with a prawn cocktail. He looks around and a bloke stares at him and shouts, "And that's just for starters, mate." It's alright, but I'm running out, to be honest.
They're good.
No, I'm running out.
Keep the short ones coming in for Ro. Roy, you're becoming a regular comedian now, aren't you?
Inundated with this. You saying I'm a clone?
No.
Why was White Hart Lane covered in sheets of A4 the other day?
Sheets of A4, I don't know.
Because apparently Spurs are brilliant on paper.
Okay, Ro, another shorty?
Don't
hear Michael D's one. Yeah.
Hi, Ro. Been reading in the paper today about a group of pickpockets targeting dwarfs. How could anybody stoop so bloody low? That's it.
Michael D.
I'll give you my last one.
Go on.
Budget news, latest. Helium balloons are up. That's it. I mean, that's what I'm down to.
Michael D.
Yes.
Is this a cultural one?
Well, it is a socio-political one.
Oh, excellent.
Brian Cowan was visiting a primary school in Mayfield in Cork where he looked in on one of the classes. They were in the middle of a discussion related to words and their meanings. The teacher asked Mr. Cowan if he would like to lead the discussion on the word tragedy. So our illustrious leader asked the class for an example of a tragedy. A little boy stood up and offered, "If my best friend who lives on a farm is playing in the field and a tractor runs over him and kills him, that would be a tragedy." "No," said Cowan, "that would be an accident." A little girl then raised her hand. "If a bus carrying the whole football team drove over a cliff killing everyone inside, that would be a tragedy." "I'm afraid not," explained Cowan. "That's what we would call a great loss." The room went silent. No other children volunteered. Brian Cowan searched the room. "Isn't there someone here who can give me an example of a tragedy?" Finally, at the back of the room, little Johnny raised his hand. In a quiet but determined voice, he said, "If a plane carrying you and Mr. Lenihan was struck by a friendly fire missile and blown to smithereens, that would be a tragedy." "Fantastic," exclaimed Cowan. "That's right. And can you tell me why that would be a tragedy, little Johnny?" "Well," says little Johnny, "it has to be a tragedy, Mr. Cowan, because it certainly wouldn't be a great loss, and it probably wouldn't be a feckin' accident."
It's always little Johnny, isn't it?
From Today FM Ireland, this is the Ian Dempsey Breakfast Show podcast.